بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My beloved brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah number 3, ayah number 92, by no means shall ye attain righteousness until you give freely of that which you love, and whatever you give, Allah knows it well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says in Surah number 28, ayah number 84, whoever brings good deeds to the hereafter will be rewarded for deeds better than it. Charity is one of the most beautiful acts of selflessness. Scientific research has shown that everyone that is involved in the act of charity, meaning not only those who are involved in giving and receiving, but also those who witness it, experiences the kindness that is felt in those moments, and the brain releases serotonin, a chemical that increases happiness. Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu reported that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam never said no to anybody who asked them for anything. Giving charity actually increases the social bonds within a community, just as greed and selfishness destroys it. And giving charity is not limited to giving materials such as money, clothing, and food. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu reported that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, every small bone of everyone has upon it a charitable act for every day upon which the sun rises. What this means is that there are many different ways for us to be charitable and give charity. The continuation of this hadith is as follows. Bringing about justice between two is an act of charity. Helping a man get on his mount, lifting him to his mount, or helping him put his belongings to it is an act of charity. A good word is an act of charity. Every step that you take towards your prayer is an act of charity. Removing a harmful thing from the path is an act of charity. And this system that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put upon us is so perfect that no matter whether you are wealthy or you are not, you can experience this act. Although the world around us discourages us from giving, be it wealth or kindness, from a fear of lack or humility, because humility in the modern world is seen as some format of weakness. We must realize that the system that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created within us and all around us is of a selfless giver. Looking at the trees, looking at the atmosphere, everything that you look at around you, you see how it gives freely. And in this natural state that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, all the hate and the negativity will dissolve. All the poverty that we see in communities will actually dissolve. The system that the Creator has placed us in is absolutely perfect. And the one that we have created for ourselves, the so-called free market, is not. In a hadith that has been reported by Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has been reported to have said, wealth is not diminished by giving it in charity. Allah increases the honor of the one that forgives and one that displays humbleness towards another, seeking the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah exalts him in rank. So please see giving charity as increasing yourself in wealth and in rank. How perfect to help your brother and to give freely from what you have and increase it at the same time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 262, those who spend their wealth in the cause of Allah and do not follow up their gifts with reminders of their generosity or with injury, their reward is with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. So this is the promise of your Lord, and your Lord is most generous in his reward. Be generous with your brothers and those that are in need. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.